Novelkeys, honestly, they're just bad, man. Even lubed. I might just be like, I might have to go back to the Novelkeys and see like if I just had a bad initial reaction, but like, who knows, man. I'll check them out again. I might as well, because this is probably gonna get a lot of people toxic. Yeah, alright. Stop the fucking music. Alright, boys. We have another review. Alright, these are the Novelkey cream switches. These are a linear switch with an actuation of 55G and a bottom out of 70G, made fully out of palm, housing and stem. Now I have already voiced my opinion on these switches in a previous review. Obviously, they weren't too positive, but like I said in that video, I'll come back to these switches to give it another shot at redemption. Gotta give everyone a second chance, you know? So prior to this video, before I thought about making keyboard videos, I had purchased these switches because I heard that they were endgame switches. Time I had no fucking clue what them meant. All I knew was that they must be really goddamn good switches. Most of the reviews that I saw of the creams were mostly positive, so I was like, okay, these are for sure a pretty good switch then, right? I'll buy some. So I bought them. When they arrived, I put them into the keyboard and holy shit, they were bad. And obviously they came unlubed. Of course, they were going to be garbage. The scratchiness of the switch, the sound, the feel, it was... yeah. So obviously all there was left to do was to film and lube the switches. So I went ahead and did that. 3 hours for like 70 switches. I genuinely don't know how long lubing should take, but goddamn, 3 hours is a long time. After lubing, I put them into the keyboard once again and started typing on them, and whoa, they were less bad. Okay, not really bad, just underwhelming. When you type on these switches, yeah, they feel good, but the bottoming out of 70 grams really gets your fingers like tired over time. I mean, like when typing this review, it was tiring my fingers out and I was just taking breaks every sentence. Might be a bit of an exaggeration. I might have been typing them at like 8 in the morning, but it doesn't matter. And the feel of the switches, the scratchiness from the switch, it was still there, man. The scratchiness was still there. You won't notice it when you're typing, but it's like, it's still there. Maybe I didn't lube them enough, but then again, the whole switch is made of palm. So shouldn't the switch, instead of being made out of self-lubricating palm, have a more smoother experience? I don't know how things work, so maybe it's not like that. Compared to the alpacas that I reviewed in the previous video, these switches don't seem to be on the same level. They're like 2, 3, maybe 4 steps below. The alpacas felt like there was a huge difference between stock and lube, and on top of that, the lubed alpacas felt great. No large amount of force to type on because of the bottoming force of 62G. No scratchiness after lubing. It's no wonder why alpacas are so loved by the keyboard community. But it makes me wonder, you know, why do people consider the creams endgame similar to alpacas? So I did some experimenting, see why someone would like such a heavy and scratchy switch. Looking at both the alpacas and the creams, they're both unique in their own ways. Alpacas had a faster travel, and with that said, provides the smooth typing experience that I personally enjoy. With the Novel Creams, you have a more sturdy switch that has a more pronounced and wider sounding actuation compared to the alpacas. And on top of this, the heavy bottom out gives the user the awareness of whether or not they have actuated the key, as well as the assurance that typing on the creams will definitely minimize the amount of... what the fuck am I typing? Basically, sturdy switch. I also tried typing half alpaca and half creams, and I think like they're not bad. Okay, not like Franken switch half and half, but like half of the keyboard is alpacas and the other half is creams. Is that... going from alpaca to cream and back again when typing gave my fingers quick breaks with each alpaca I typed. And yeah, like I said, I don't know how it works, but it works, you know? Just trust me. Now I talked briefly about the sound of these switches and the Novelkeys cream sound profile. Now that I could get behind. The novel creams have a more pronounced sound to them when being pressed. The alpacas, they sound kind of wimpy, you know? It's like the fucking dog meme where there's the wimpy dog and they're like,
"Oh, it's okay. I just wish that I had the courage to ask the cashier for a cup of water. I'm just worried that they'll think I'm trying to just use the water cup for the soda fountain."
and that fucking Chad dog is just like, "Give water cup. I don't give a fuck if you think I get Coca-Cola. Me one soda free." I was the wimpy dog. Overall, would I would I recommend these Novelkey cream switches? No. And yes. No, obviously, because of the feel of these switches. They aren't like the ew, gross, never yucky, ew. They're more like yeah, they're okay. But I prefer something else. Don't get me wrong. These are really great switches. I probably will have a build with these switches like in them. But I'm not sure whether I want to consider them an endgame switch for me, at least, with all the scratchy and heaviness and whatnot. So like, yeah, alpaca number 1 then you. And I say yes because this is purely preference. That's what an easy way to get. There are people out there who prefer a more heavier switch, like Glarz's. You know the guy. He's an absolute chat, man. He loves typing on 1 kilogram switches for some goddamn reason, man. Because the sound profile of these switches are great. The sound that these switches make are definitely one of the reasons why I would still recommend these switches. If these switches didn't sound the way that they do when lubed and filmed, then like, I don't know, would they really be on game? Novel creams, they're aight. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Bye. Also subscribe if did I say subscribe? I think I already said subscribe. Anyways, bye.